grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, "Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee." I said, I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples is what we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? You to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes from trees, hot air from the cool breeze, cold cold with the change. Did you exchange walk on part in the wall for the lead role in a cave? Hey Alpha, how I wish you were here, 'cause we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. How we found the same old fears. I wish you were here. And then he blew on those clouds and blew them away. Heaven and earth he built it to again twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. I said, cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. Sent a letter to Capri's. They made a recipe for your eyes and took the twinkles from the stars and placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, me, for me. Cause you're a natural girl, yeah. You got actual curves. I work for days and I'll toil for hours and hours just to pay for your dress or your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. Cause you are a natural, actual girl. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. Cause you're like a little sardine. Cause you're a natural girl, yeah. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. So send a message to my father up above and tell him I found this girl, the one I'll truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. Cause she's a natural girl. She's got natural curves. Climb the walls and clamber the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I sing to all the people. Found this girl I love, the one from above, above. Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I write your name upon Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Bink. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Hello, Agnes. Denise. Oh, Agnes. Hello, Agnes. Hello, Anna Susan. I didn't sleep very well, so I'm a bit tired. Pardon me. There's something so pleasant about that place, where even your emotions have an echo. There's so much space when you're out there without a care, yeah. I was out of touch, but it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. But I hope you're having the time of your life. But baby, think twice. My only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? I said, bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy, just like me. My hero gave his life upon the cross, all because he loved you and me. Ever since I was little, ever since I was little, it looked like fun. No coincidence, I've come. Can die when I'm done. Does that make me crazy? Does that make you crazy? Does that make us crazy? Possibly. God, let's sing one for God. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him that God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. Oh goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down, bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, swear I hit the shuffle of an angel's feet. And he called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, and tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said, tell him that God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. You can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God made black and white, done in the dark will be brought into the light. Run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. I said, run back's still hurting. I don't know what I've done. It's my back or chest, one of the two. Oh. I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Oh my gosh, I'm literally shuffling. Go on, Vicky. Doggy. Shall I leave that door open because you're going to want a drink, aren't you? Oh, I know what you like, man. Now. Oh, let's see if we get sat comfortably. Oh. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Do we have a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat earth? For the next 2 hours, I will be your tutor in forensic anthropology. If you're new to this game, well, hold on to your butt plugs. Where are we? Oh, do you know what? That is not comfortable. Maybe it's because I've been sat in that position for 3 years. Do you know what? I've just got a feeling that's what it is. Oh. Oh, that's a bit better. Sat upright. Let's see if we can go in this position. Right, microphone closer, keyboard there. Every day I look at a human skeleton. Why? Because it's the most interesting clue that God left you. He gave males bigger faces. It's a visual difference, look. Men have got shorter foreheads because our faces fill our skulls. Women's faces don't fill the skull. It gives them a 5 head. Men have got further apart rectangular shaped eyes with a brow bone and a bigger bridge between the eyes. Women have a smaller bridge between the eyes because the eyes are closed set and open without a brow bone. Men have got bigger noses, bigger teeth and wider dental arches to match the far apart eyes, and a square jaw to give them the big face. Women have a sloping, narrow jaw, pointed chin, giving them upside down egg shaped face. Excerpts of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for formal payment to a copyright holder. 1 second, I'm going to take a paracetamol. I really am. It's killing me. What's up, gorgeous? Oh, you need a drink, Marley? You need a drink, mister? There you go. Get it then, you two. Oh, you've got to stunk it, haven't you? Why did you have to do a fart? You scruff. Could have left it in there. Oh, you div. Oh, my back. Seriously. Oh. I just feel like I need someone to stand on my back and make it go. What, you want to sit up here? Are we up then? Come on. Alley up. Right, let's come over and say hello. Who's here? Vid was first in. Hello, Vid. Rowley came second. Golden came third. Joe Biden is my daddy. Golden, Opal, Alpha, hello Alpha, Anna Souza, hello. And that's it. Welcome to the show. How are you all doing? Let me just copy and paste this stream. Golden, Opal, Alpha, hello Alpha. Pause. Copy. Paste. No picture, bitch. Alright, let's come back. Up there. Oh, my head. Just work. Oh my gosh, why did you... There we go. Dink. Jim Caviezel. We've already done Jim, haven't we? I know we have. Oh gosh, I'm already sweating now. Elvis Presley. Have we done Elvis? I swear we've done Elvis, haven't we? Copy. Paste. Elvis Presley. Yeah, we've done it ages ago. Jonah Hill's been done. Suan Kang. There we go. Fast and Furious, Weekend in Taipei, blah blah blah. F9. The only one I think I've seen is Fast and Furious. I've seen one of them, I think. Well, she got to get his heels. She got close set eyes. I've got no trachea, no Adam's apple. Suits don't fit, look. Why? Why don't the suits fit? You got all the money in the world. Hello, mister. She doesn't seem to have many gates. No. Let's go back to the face. There. I've got very soft features, no brow bone, close set eyes. Missing trachea, Adam's apple, place to put mama's spicy meatball. She probably had a jaw implant. Definitely got no gates. Right, let me go to walking. Hawking. She ain't got any. Got other people's, but not hers. Alright, we're done. Next, find another one. You're not famous enough. Jason Sudeikis. Copy. Paste. Jason Sudeikis. Images. Widest in hairline, close set eyes, high set ears, lacking a jawbone look, sloping soft jawline. No Adam's apple. Unlike this person here, whoever that is. Who is that? Keely Hazel. That's two first names, isn't it? Wait, is that the
glamour model Keely Hazel, because that doesn't look like the same person. He's got a big head. Long, narrow face with Mickey Mouse ears in the forehead. Absolute blockhead look. Cannonball face. It looks a bit like... is it Margot Robbie I'm seeing? I think it is. And there is that sloping jawline of a woman. High set ears. Dial M for Masons in the hairline. Silky dress. He's got big shoulders, hasn't he, the lad? He's got big everything. Whoa. Tell me, is that a shadow casting jaw? Or is that the shadow casting jaw? There are people out there that will tell you that you can't tell the difference by looking at the skulls. Those people are either stupid or they're shills. It's quite obvious you can tell the difference. The primary marker are the hips, I'll give you it. It is. It's wonderful. But before I could do the hips, I had the faces. And I was still learning the faces because I only just started learning triangles just before I started learning gates, or just after. They kind of come into unison at the same time. From seeing animals' faces, pairs of animals, I could notice that the male was bigger in the pair of animals, whether it be a pair of Rottweilers or a pair of birds. Particularly in birds, the males are much more colourful. And the women, the females are more dull, soft brown colours, etc. Chevy Chase's egghead. Look at that long, narrow face with a bumhole for a chin. Went for the old bumhole in the chin implant. What's her name? Jason Sudeikis. I don't know who this is. But look at the difference. When people tell you that you can't tell male cheekbones look from female hamster cheeks. Look, it looks like a little chipmunk. Like the cheeks are full of nuts, right? But not here. Big square lines that come in at a diagonal and then go down at the jawline on both sides. With a square shadow casting jawline look. It goes from the chin and you have to go right back under the shadow, back to the neck. Whereas this one, the neck is brought so far forward, it goes from chin to skin look. Whereas this one doesn't. You go right back underneath the jawline. Still not seeing it? Look at the difference. Look. You have to go right back till you hit the Adam's apple. This one, it goes literally from the chin straight to the neck look. It is not a shadow casting jawline. That's how easy it is to see the difference look. Female skull, male skull. On the jaws alone. We do it as above, so below. We can do it by the measurement of the width and the distance in your eyes, your dentals. We have multiple markers. Anybody telling you that the skulls are not reliable? Oh yes, they are. Very reliable look. But you've got to learn, you've got to teach yourself how to do it. You can't just take other people's words for it. Because then they could just put a skull on anyone and tell you it's this sex, and you'll believe them. You've got to learn to do it for yourself, so you don't need anybody else. You don't need someone to put overlays on faces, because you can already see the faces. Alright, Sudeikis, walking then. See if we can get a walk in, folks, and put this one to bed. Oh, there's a full mince. It took a while. Oh, there's another one there. Right, let's start with the flamingo foot. Women's knees break open when walking or descending stairs. Their knees separate, they break open, and when they do, they create this beautiful, we call it a flamingo foot or broken leg, because the leg breaks outwards. It's not straight, whereas the male legs stay straight. Even underneath that dress, there's no diamond being caused. I'll show you what I mean in a second. There's a lovely full mince there. He's trying, he's mimicking, but then when you catch them when they're not watching, look, there's your woman and there's your man, look, straight legs, knees together, space between it. He's got bigger feet as well. There was a nice picture. Oh, that was it anyway. There, look. Rule number one in forensics, rule number one, you watch the knees, okay? Knees together, look, straight legs, knees together is a man. Not straight legs, broken leg, look, flamingo foot creates a diamond shape because the knees are separated. Knees together versus knees apart. That's how you tell the difference when people are walking. Of course, there are flip-flops out there that know about the gates and are trying to put their gate videos up. So far, quite a few have been caught, haven't they? For me, it's just about the celebrities. I know in the truth community, everybody wants this one investigated and that one investigated, but they're not as famous as famous people. If I was to say, I've got a gate picture of someone in chat, the only people that are going to care are people in chat, really, aren't they? No one else cares. In the streets, if I was to use that as evidence, they'd be like, what are you on about? Who is this? It's nobody. But when I show them people that they know with the wrong gates, you have to start questioning things, don't you? You do. And I've done it to loads of people. Do you know what I'm going to do? I've been carrying that book for the last few, well, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I'm going to swap it to a iPad or something that I can put all my pictures on, all my new pictures, so that I can use these ones now, where you can literally see this one's got a long narrow face with close set eyes and a big forehead, and this one's got the wider face, look, and the wider cheekbones and the bigger jawline. I'm gonna add it. I didn't realise I could put all 20,000 celebrities in there, but mostly I want these training pictures that are not in the book, because they teach the skull a lot. I can teach the skull a lot quicker, particularly with sets like this, where you constantly show someone wide cheekbones, long face, close set eyes, look. Big mouth, little mouth, sloping jaw, square jaw, short neck, long neck, and you can do it, I can do it repeatedly, one after the other, all nationalities of people. The male has the bigger face. Doesn't matter where you live. God made it simple. You look at this big square one and this egghead with a narrow chin, and which one of those two skulls fits in that face. Answers are on a postcard to 0800 derpy 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 derp. And again, that 5-head is a belter. And then look at this one, Morticia Adams, straight out the diddle-it. You'd swear it was from the Adams family, wouldn't you? If they picked you up while she was hitchhiking, how far would you go with them? I'd just say no. I'll get in the next car, mate. I'll walk. Right, let's come back. Jason Sudeikis. Where's your minces? We saw 2 on the way down. Oh, he's a big fella there, isn't he? Oh, it's what's his name? Hannah Waddingham. Oh my, have we done Hannah Waddingham? Oh my, there's me first mince. That's what I was looking for. Again, once they're not paying attention, they don't do the gates like they're being watched. They just walk normally, and when they do, the male with the straight legs, knees together, and a space between his feet versus the full mince, the shoulder tilt. When walking or descending stairs, look, that one step's a stair, women open their knees. Men don't, we just walk straight forward, look like we're walking normally. But women open their knees and swing around. It's a centre of balance thing. I don't do centre of gravity, lower centre of gravity, lower centre of balance. She's got a weird ski whiff walk. It's Norm out of Friends. Look at that diamond in there. Ski whiff, heel and toe. And they wear these big baseball shorts to hide the hips. A lot of flat earthers do as well. Yeah. To hide their flaring hips. Inline footfall again on Sudeikis. What is that there? Childbearing hips. And again there. Straight legs, knees together versus full mince. There's the proper picture, look. They know the cameras are on them, look. And they don't change stance. They don't do anything, look. Because they know nobody knows. Nobody's had a biology lesson ever. Think about it. Even the masters of biology have not noticed this. Isn't that crazy? I'm not just talking about forensics people. I'm talking about the people that have gone for A levels and etc. Got degrees and gone past that and got the masters and everything else in biology and forensics have not noticed males that walk like females and females that walk like males. It is such a subtle magic trick to play, I agree. But that's what the Bible stated, right? That the devil is the most cunning beast in the field. And before you tell me about the Bible, yes, I know who wrote it. I've been through it with you all. But it's still true. Oh my gosh, Hannah Waddingham. The truth is still discernible. It's oh my word, look at the size of this honey monster. The truth is still discernible by you. And we're out of pictures. Let me check Sudeikis. 1 second. Copy. Back file. Marlene Dietrich. You look like Marlene Dietrich. And you dance like Zizi Jamais. Your clothes are all made by Balmain. Jason Sudeikis searching what it does. Let's open this window, ready to go. Did you find it already? No. Keep looking. I know I've done it. Your clothes are all made by Balmain. Up. Whilst it does that, we'll put another one in line. Josh Hartnett. I don't know if I've done Josh Hartnett. Hang on, wait. I've got to cut out Jason Sudeikis and do that first. You look like Marlena Dietrich, and you dance like Zizi Jamais. Jason Sudeikis. Paste it then. There we go. Done. I'm going to have to move this page down. There we go. That's better. Open that one, Divi. There you go. Right. Josh Hartnett. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We've done it. We've already done it, Josh. Already been there. Cillian Murphy's been done. Billy Crudup. BC 33 fella. Coffee. Oh no, doing this one, Divi. Oh my gosh. Paste. Billy Crudup. There we go. And then back to that. Now you should have found him. You did. Jason Sudeikis. I need to copy his name again, then I can shut that window. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. Copy. Tweet. Pasty. That skull fits like a glove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfect minces. I don't know where all the minces were. I told you, I think AI is cleaning them up. Tweet. Josh Hartnett. Dang it, I need your name again. Let me get rid of that. Billy Crudup. Oh no, Billy Crudup, wasn't it? Copy. Back file. And paste. And away we go, we're back on form. Whilst it searches for Billy Crudup, we'll open images here. Do 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 do. No track here, no Adams. Is that the boyfriend? Oh, it's we only did him the other day. It's Claire Danes. 2 first names. Don't tell me Dane's not a first name. That's a weird relationship. Mary Louise Parker's son. That'll be why. It's father and daughter in disguise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are. Devil in disguise. Well, we got a Getty seal telling you she's a girl. She got a jaw implant. She got really high set ears, look. Soft, beautiful eyelashes. Fake brow bone. Fake Adam's raisin. Fake chin. But it's still a small face, look. She can't grow a beard either. What is that? Oh, it's writing. I was just going to say what's wrong with her face. She got wrinkles in it. All that money and you're dressed up in a bin liner. Your husband's wearing a bin liner, Billy. You look like Marlena Dietrich, and you dance like Zizi Jamais. Your clothes are made by Balmain. You got no gates. Wait, are you in the back file, Billy? Yes, she is, and is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gates, I believe. Why aren't you showing me all that pictures? That's mental. You didn't show me one gate on the way down. Not one, signore. That's a nice one. Sloping shoulders, arms akimbo. From Flamingo. Jared, I love your work. From Flamingo again. Where's my full mint, Billy? Shoulder tilt. Tell you what, he's a big fellow in the background, isn't he? There's an inliner. Heel and toe. Hello, Wildlife and Fisheries. He's got big feet, hasn't he? Is that Claire Danes? Who is that? He's got some big oofers. Mary Louise Parker. Oh, it's Mary Louise Parker. Whoever that is. That's a nice ski whiff one. There we go. And right there, game over. Is that Tandy Newton on the left? It is. Straight legs. Big tall dude. Straight legs, knees together. And over there, Jared, I love your work. We've got Billy Mincin. Tandy's having a good go at Mincin there. But there's only one of them creating diamonds, look. Knees together. Knees apart. Diamond. And again, the full mints versus the straight legs. Oh. That's a nice one there. Billy Crudup's a girl, final answer. That's an ace one. Proven by the way she walks. Look at that shoulder tilt. She looks like she's just got off a boat. She's been at sea 6 months. She ain't got her land legs back. She's still got sea legs, look. You ever seen a fisherman coming up the quay? Because I come from a fishing port. When they've been out at sea for weeks in the rough weather, and they get back on land, they're all like that because it's like they've been on a fairground ride for 6 weeks. We're done. Billy Crudup is obviously biologically a woman, proven by the way she walks. That glove, I mean that mask, that face, that overlay fits like a glove. Tweet. Gotcha. Let's cut you out, Billy. Paste. Billy Crudup. Create. Let's do another one. Anthony Mackie. Oh, as if you've taken me there. That is an egghead. That is a sloping jawline. Open, rounded eye sockets. You got to be kidding me. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. That is a small skull, innit? It's what's his name? What did they call that running? But David Goggins. It's Goggins. Goggins head all over again. All muscles and a tiny little Beetlejuice head. Back file. There. Anthony Mackie. I think we've done it. Can't remember. I think we have. I think that egghead is resonating with me. Skull check. She's widest in the hairline, look. Absolute egghead. No cheekbones, look. Open eye sockets. Coffee bean eyes. Small, high set ears. A small mouth. A cupid's bow. A sloping jawline. A soft chin. No trachea. No Adam's apple. And no place to put mama's spicy meatball. It looks like Eddie Murphy there. Young Eddie Murphy. It's because I'm looking at a female skull. There she is. With her baps out. And nobody notices the V-shaped clavicles. The way she walks. The soft eyes. Did I put you in the back file? I did. There she is. We've got two of them. Unbelievable. Another one that I've been doubled up on. Alright, walking. I ran out of pictures. Oh, you gotta forgive me, my back's twinging. I had 2 hours sleep last night. It was terrible. We're done straight away. First picture. You cannot stop the truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Does that sound like the devil talking to you? Or does it sound like the greatest man that ever walked the earth? Oh, but he did magic. Oh, he did. Look at those two mincing. He did miracles, is what he did. His legacy, his legend lives on till this day. They stopped the clock and started the clock again. They changed the calendar. They took seasons and they might have changed those celebrations of Christ to other their gods, but there's still no getting rid of Christ. But how they try. Anthony Mack is a woman, proven by the way she walks, look. Diamond. Ski whiff. Oh, it's The Rock. Shoulder tilt. 3 girls. Pretending to be gangsters, look. It's messed up. It is. The world's messed up. Hello, Lynn. How are you doing? The world's messed up. I'm stuck in the middle of it. So are you. Look at the size of this girl here. Most bodybuilders can't tell the difference. That's a boob look. It just amazes me that they did this, that they grew these 7'3" women and shaved off the boobs. And then fooled the world. Look, that's a pair of boobs. Look at the rip there. Do you see this rip where a surgeon has ripped the breast apart? Larry Wheels. I don't know who Larry Wheels is. But she's got tits. They literally look like... I want to motorboat her. I want to grab her big double D cup titties and motorboat... Larry, if you're listening... Can I date you? But this is what they've done. They've turned women into muscle-bound men, apparently. And it does fool the eye, I agree. Arnold Schwarzenegger got me. There's no way you could have told me at the beginning of Flat Earth Arnold was a girl. I could see it with Michelle Obama. It was different with MTFs. I saw a few along the way. Tracy Chapman, Janet Street Porter, Amy Winehouse. I said all of them were men. But these, the drag kings, I didn't see them. And I didn't see a single one. Not once did I think that's a woman. I might have thought they were gay. Loads of times I thought I mistook the woman's femininity for a gay man. By gay man, I mean the Queenie gay man. Not the butch gay man, the normal gay man, the straight gay man. Well, you know what I mean, don't you? That gay man, the butch one, not the one that's all camp and wants to be an hairdresser. The Queenie one. I'm not a giver, I'm a taker. Alan used to say that to me all the time when I worked at the bar. It's better to give than receive, Al. I like receiving. Gilly used to make me laugh. One time, Alan came in and he had bloodshot eyes. I was like, "You been crying, Alan?" He went, "No, I've been up all night shaving goose cogs." I've been up all night shaving goose cogs. I died laughing. I literally died laughing. And then everybody said that. Everybody said that for years afterwards. Maybe, I don't know, till I left that pub. Everybody used to say it. I've been up all night shaving goose cogs. If you don't know what a goose cog is, you'll have to look it up. It's like a hairy grape. Right. We're done. This one's a girl. Proven, by the way. She walks. Not those two big girls. Where are they? There. The sloping shoulders. The full mince. The small skull. Anthony Mackie is a girl. Tweet. I do believe I've already got it. Oh, I've got a double on it. We've got a new and an old one. Let's have a look at them. Look. Side by side. Yeah, there's a big difference. Right, there's a load of gates. Look at all them gates there, and I can only find one. Paste. I swear down, they are cleaning up the gate pictures. All night with Tutty AK. I've had all that at the start of the year, Lynn. They never warned us about all this, did they, as we got older? When I get older, losing me hair. When I'm 63. Will you still be sending me your Valentines? Bottle of wine. Let's open up this window, put Anthony Mackie in the back file. What an egghead she is. She really does have an egghead, doesn't she? Paste. Anthony Mackie. Create. There's another one. Let's go after your next celebrity liar. John Barrymore. Never heard of it. Timothy Olyphant. Have we done Timothy Olyphant? I don't think we have. We'll do it. Just wait, mouse. There we go. Cut and copy. Lovely. And paste. Timothy Olyphant. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Let's start with a 5-head, shall we? The Mickey Mouse ears in the hairline. She's widest in the hairline. She's got dial M for Masons. She's got a vertical, flat forehead. There's no brow bone. She's got small, high-set ears. She's had a jaw implant. When I'm 63. She went bald young, didn't she? Is that hair? Let's have a look at your necrotic nipples. They don't look very tasty, do they? Small, dainty clavicles. Will you still be sending me a Valentine's? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. She's not showing any gates. I didn't even put your name in the back file, did I, Timothy? Copy. Search, is it? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to do it again, aren't I? Oh, no. Yeah, no, I am. Give me that. Copy. Search again. Paste. Timothy Olyphant. Away it goes. Whilst it searches for Timothy, we'll go for Timothy's gait. Walking. I don't want turkey teeth, Anna, do you? And I couldn't have turkey teeth. Even if they offered me them for free, I wouldn't want them. I really wouldn't. My mate has been to Turkey 3 times, broke twice. The first time they weren't even put in properly, and he had to go back. And then he had to go back again. He's on his 3rd set. So far it's cost him 11 grand on teeth. Might as well, I'll tell you now, I'm just getting a pair of false dentures like my nana had. I'll put them in a glass every night in Steridans. I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy. Not yet, I'm not, but I'm going to be a gummy bear the way it's going. Oh my gosh. Right, anyway. That's a woman, final answer, inline footfall. Bodyguard behind is a woman. Diamond. Timmy Olyphant. Look at this. Shoulder tilt. Hip twist. Just an average street walk. There's another nice one there. And there, look, who broke your foot, Timothy? Open. Who broke your foot? There's another one back here, look. There. Was it that one? No, back another picture. There. Who broke your foot, look? Do you know what really puts me off turkey teeth? And it don't matter how many times I see them, it's got to be Jordan. Jordan's turkey teeth. What's his name? Jordan Price. Katie Price. Katie Price, yeah. It's Katie Price's teeth. And you could pick quite a few of them. Katie Price teeth. They're just so obviously not real teeth, aren't they? It looks so. Look at this. When you get a fake tan, do you think moths are attracted to her teeth on a night time? Look at this. Do you know what? My teeth look like that. They used to look like that. My real teeth used to look like that, but not like turkey teeth. They was as white as that. But that's just ridiculous, isn't it? When you see a set of gnashes like that. Is that what they do? They file all your teeth down? Show me again. Oh my gosh! My little piranha fish. Is that what you gotta do to have turkey teeth? No fucking thanks. No thanks. Do you know what? I never thought they did that. I literally thought they put like big screws in your jaw and then mounted the turkey teeth on screws, like just slotted them on. I never thought that they shaved down your teeth so you look like a fucking piranha. All of that, so you could look like that. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Yeah, well, I've been put off getting turkey teeth forever. Oh, imagine when you go meet God and all your dentures fall out and you just got them when he says, Katie, smile at me. No thanks. Look, it does say Katie. Look. You see, it's a real thing. I didn't make it up. Oh gosh. They're nasty ass veneers, aren't they? They are though, aren't they? Oh my word, they literally shave your teeth down to points. And then you have your turkey teeth put in. Is that what they do? Is that really what they do? I didn't think they did that. I thought they put like 4 metal screws in and then the turkey teeth just literally slot in on top of them. Yeah, well that's why I'll never have turkey teeth. Look at this. Who's the other one that's got really bad one? Ryland. So no, this one's an Essex kid. That's an Essex boy. Right there, that's an Essex boy on screen, okay? This is an Essex... Look, it knows what I'm looking for. Ryland Clark's teeth. This is an Essex girl with turkey teeth. It is so mental. Look at the state of them. Turkey teeth. I'd sooner have gums. I would. I'd sooner be a gummy bear. I'd sooner look like Albert Steptoe. Harold. That's a big set of gnashes. Turkey teeth. Yeah, no, not for me, thanks. Let's come back. So before we got put off by turkey teeth, I was looking at Timothy Oliphant, who's definitely a mince-a-lot. There's no doubts in my mind that it's a woman. What's that, the third gate? I need 2 more. There's one. Oh, he's standing. That's not Timothy Oliphant. That's Ade Edmondson. Alien Earth. Yeah, he's made a comeback in that Netflix show, hasn't he? Ade Edmondson in that Alien show. Keep seeing it everywhere. There's another one. 4. Timothy Oliphant. And if that's you there, it's game over. I don't know if that's him. It is. Olga Kurylenko and Timothy Oliphant. Oh, he played Agent 47, did he? Look at that mince. You can't take it back, can you, once you can see it? Look, a straight-legged man, straight legs, knees together, space between his oofers. And this one, full mince. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying about the faces. The gate tells you all you need to know. I like at least 5 of these pictures to prove what I'm saying. Not just a one-off. It's not just a one-off look. She walks, and they all walk and stand like this, look. Because they're not men. They all walk heel and toe in line like a tightrope walker, look. With broken legs, with knees that bend outwards. Timothy Oliphant's a girl, final answer. Do you know what? Those other gates are better. I'm tempted to take these pictures and make that again. The better gates, we'll take them. Excuse me, sorry. Let's go back. That one I'm done. Just want your face. Squashy face, oh squashy face. Do you know what? I think I'll take that one. Save image. And we're done. Let's get rid of that one. Let's cut Timothy Oliphant out. Like that. Paste. 12 minutes. Was I ranting? I wasn't ranting, was I? It took ages. Twice as long as normal. Right, let's get rid. Timothy Oliphant. Oh, we already done it. Open up a new window then. Josh Gad. Never heard of him. Billy Zane. Have we done Billy Zane? Right, 1 second. I'm going to check. Copy. Billy Zane search. Oh, we've done that one 3 months ago. You look like Sean Connery there. Luke Wilson, we've done that one. I'm sure. Have we done that one? I swear we did Owen and Luke at the same time. Paste. Search then. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wilson is not coming up. Alright, let's do Luke Wilson. Son of Man Code. Hang on. If this comes up, I'm going to go nutty. Son. Capitals. No. Gonna. Luke Wilson. Could a man's eyes get any closer together? Look at the state of it. 5 head, closer eyes. Small mouth. Fake jawbone. What on earth is that in the neck there? What would you call that? That's not a shadow casting jaw. And that shadow, it's not a shadow. That's a divot. That's a pivot. A great big divot in the neck where someone has come in to this young girl's throat and implanted a fake Adam's raisin implant. That's called a trachea scar. Luke Wilson, failing forensics straight away. Never, ever, ever trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Look how close together the eyes are. And for contrast, when you see it next to a woman, well, a so-called woman, a man in this case, you can visually see the difference in the distance in their eyeballs. Look, the size of the eyes. Women have bigger pupils than men. They dilate a lot more. But men have bigger eyes, further apart. Bigger skulls, you see. It's quite obvious, isn't it, when you see them? The male cheekbones, look. Big, huge cheekbones. Luke Wilson's a girl. There's a Getty image to prove this. What does that mean? It means it's a girl because they only photograph flip-flops. Either a male to female or a female to male like Luke here. They only get a Getty image. You're never going to see a Getty image of me, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Because I'm a natural born male. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Not giving any gates though, is she the bitch? What we got in the back file? Did I put your name in? I hope I did. No, you were div. Paste. Search. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Luke Wilson jailed for 11 years. Irish Independent. Wrong Luke Wilson. Walking. We're done right there. Game over. Luke Wilson's a woman. Proven by the way she walks, look. Another one there. Ski whiff, but it's in line. There's another one. Ski whiff with shoulders. Look at the giant man on the right who doesn't seem very happy, does he? They've had an argument, them two. Look at the shoulder tilt on Luke Wilson. Broken leg / flamingo with diamond, and again look, knees are open, not together, and again look, looks like she's stepping over invisible dog poo, getting off an invisible motorbike. And there, right there, is a straight-legged dude with his knees together, making out. He's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman to me. That's right, Bruce Lee's a woman. You heard it here first. And I'm out of pictures. Luke Wilson. To the back file. Luke Wilson, come here. There you go. Oh, it's Luke Ando. That's an old one. Is that the only one I've got? Do you know what? I think Luke Wilson deserves a new meme, don't you? Did I close that window? No, I didn't. Is that you there? Is that really? That's not Luke Wilson. Oh, look at that strange gait. Look at the pear-shaped hips. That really does not look like Luke Wilson. It says it is, though. That one is there. Where's that picture? Go on then, we'll take these pictures. Save image. One. I don't want that one. I still can't see that being him. No. I like that one though, with a shoulder tilt and the broken leg. 2, 3. 4. 5. And I think there's a real nice one, isn't there? Where is it? Yeah, that one. Game over. Those eyes are so close. I quite like that one, Luke. We'll take that one, I think. Save images. Just remember, skulls aren't reliable. Let's open that one. Boot. Clean. Open. Peter Skarsgård. We did the other one, didn't we? We didn't do Peter. She's got a lovely 5 head. Paste. Right, what's it? Searches for Skarsgård. Images. Well, that's a nice 5 head, isn't it? Draw a line down and then across. You tell me what's happening. Why has Peter Skarsgård got a squashy face? Why is his face pushed downward and his head bellows outwards? Tell me. Why is Peter Skarsgård's face pushed downwards and his head bellows outwards? What could be the reason for that man having a face that bellows outwards and is squashed downwards? What could be the reason for that 5 head? Game over. Peter Skarsgård. Are you in the back file, Peter? Still working on it. Whilst it does, we'll go after... I'm seeing Hugo Weaving. Look at that 5 head. It's a prize winner. Somebody get me a rosette and I'll stick it on there for you. It's a right melon, innit? Melon-headed man. He looks like Bradley Cooper to me there. It is Bradley. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Right, that's a girl. Final answer. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Oh, did we do a skull check? No, let's do one now. She's got Mickey Mouse's ears in the hairline. Dial M for Mason's look. She's widest in the hairline. She's got a 5 head. She got rounded, open look. Open eye sockets, high set ears, pink lips. She's got a sloping jawline. She's got no jawbone. She's got no Adam's apple and no trachea. No windpipe. I'll tell you who has got a big smile though. That dude right there. Look. Hot dog eating mouth. Hot dog eating mouth. Hot dog eating mouth. Hot dog eating mouth. Not that one. That one's made for burgers. I don't know who that is, but he's got a big blockhead, hasn't he? Peter Skarsgård, a walking. There's a nice one. Game over. It's freaking game over, man. Oh, is his wife having a baby? His husband. He's going to have a baby. Of course he is. Look at the two gates. And this is the part that tells you that this is a mental illness, because this person knows he can't have a baby, so he wears a plastic belly and walks around for 9 months pretending. And this is what all the celebrities do. They walk around, these men with fake boobs walk around with fake bellies pretending to be pregnant. And then they make real women jealous when these people go from fat body straight back to male body, skinniness, within just a couple of weeks. They look like they haven't even had a baby, and it's because they haven't had a baby. That was a big fella there. Him on the end. Him with the big ears, look. Big, large, low set ears. Look at them shoulders. Who is that? That right there is a G-Unit. We're done. Peter Skarsgård is a girl, proven by the way she minces. Let's have a look in the back file. I'll tell you what, we didn't see all those minces, did we? Look at them all. I swear down, they're cleaning up the gates. Paste, removing the evidence. Peter Skarsgård. Create. Stellan Skarsgård, that's the one we did. Oh, I didn't cut out Luke Wilson either, you mongo. 1 second, let me do this one. And then we'll put Luke Wilson in there, paste. Peter Skarsgård. And then let's cut out Luke Wilson. Create. Right, there we go. Right, Luke Wilson, and that one done. Let's come back to class. Let's close that window, open a new one, and pick another nut job. Ah! No! I shut it down. Balls. Well, what was he at? Was it about 960 of them anyway? 1,000 top bands of all time. I'll do nicely. Is that a good one to go to? Let's have a look. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? We'll start there. Right, the Beatles have already done, so that's not happening. The Rolling Stones have already done, so that's not happening. Bob Dylan, there you go. Let's do Bob Dylan. 2 first names. Oops. C. I was pressing B, you bitch. Bob Dylan. That's what I'm looking for. She comes from that country I'm not allowed to mention. I can just tell by a schnoz. Let's open that. Let's open that and drop Bob in the back file. Paste Bob Dylan. Right, it's searching. Whilst it searches, we'll go after Bob. There's a video, isn't there, with Bob Dylan in his latter years, saying that he works for the master and commander of this world and the next. Yeah, really. Well, maybe the next where you're going, but for the rest of us, we are going to the Almighty High Father. You see, Bob, we didn't live our life like you. We didn't lie to the whole world pretending to be... That just looks like a lesbian, doesn't it? Looks like a proper girl. We didn't live our lives lying to the whole of mankind, pretending that we lived on a ball, pretending that you was a people person. You sang songs for the people, about the people, when really you was just a scam. You was a hoaxer. You was a liar. He looks... I'm telling you, I'm seeing there, Amy Winehouse, the real Amy Winehouse. You see, that's the thing. If you swap them round, Amy Winehouse would have been the Bob Dylan, and Bob Dylan would have been Amy Winehouse. She's got open eye sockets, look, close set eyes, a long narrow face, high set ears, pouty lips. She's lacking a jawbone. She literally looks like a lesbian there. She literally does. Is that a boyfriend? He's got big cheekbones, hasn't he, and a long jawbone. Your boyfriend, that is, Bob. She looks sad there. Hey, you there with the sad face, come up to my place, let's get it on. You see, I don't know how it feels to have this done to you without your consent, and then find out, and then you live your life honouring Satan above God and lying to all of the children of God, the natural people. You get them to worship you through your songs and your fake idol music. And you made a deal with the devil that you could have all these riches and all this fame to help trade the souls. Yes, Bob. The souls of natural people into hell. Instead of letting them have a free life and let them discern the truth for themselves, you smothered it up with lies. You told them that space existed and they descended from monkeys. You never wrote about none of this in your songs, did you, Bob? Bob Dylan, two first names. He reminded me of George Carlin for us, but I saw that Flat Earth clip with George Carlin on is it Saturday Night Live, SNL, where he's pretending to be the train conductor, and they start going on. H is for hoax, worldwide, global hoax, and they go on about the moon landings being fake, and I'm just astonished that they get away with it, you know, telling a whole nation of people they faked it, but they see it as a joke because it was done in jest, rather than actually thinking for themselves. Can you go to the moon? How do you go to the moon if you can go to the moon? These are the questions you've got to ask yourself. And the instant moment you realise that there's no medium for you to travel on, the rocket, yourself, even frequencies, there's no medium, airwaves, there's nothing for the frequency to travel on, you come to this solemn conclusion that space isn't real. Neither is Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan walks one foot in front of the other, tightrope walker look, heel and toe. Granted, she's not twisting them out in that photo, but she is in that one, look, to the 8 and 4 o'clock. It's not always the case that you get a perfect outward pointing foot. Sometimes they do walk exactly like a tightrope walker, one foot in front of the other, look. But boys don't. Boys walk straight legs and a space between the feet, knees together, sorry. Girls cross the legs over at all stages. Oh, I thought he was mincing. I didn't realise he was cocked his leg up. Hey, you there with the sad face, come up to my place, let's get it on. He's got a Chester the Molester moustache. Means I'm in a mile. We're looking at Bob Dylan, who fails forensics. She's a mincer. What's my back file saying, Bob Dylan? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, she's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Once I caught a flip-flopping lies. And it's just by the way they walk. Diamond Bob. Diamond Roberta. Oh, that's a nice one right there. Was that it? It was. Full mince. It's a shame that writing's in the way. You can see it on the one behind it, to the side of him. Heel and toe, feet outwards, 8 and 4, and a man, the bigger man at the back, in tow. Hey, you there with the sad face, come up to my place, let's get it on. Mincing again. Bob Dylan is a woman, final answer. What's the back file saying? Oh yeah, we've got you. Come here, Bob. Bob Dylan, 2 first names. Paste. Tweet with Gates. Read them and weep. You know, even if you can't understand what we do with the faces, the Gates tell you. It's just a little bit of practice on your behalf to be able to do this. To be able to see these eggheads, look. These big 5-headed women with beards. Even when they ain't got the beards and they ain't got the 5-head on show. The sloping jaw and the soft open eye socket, look. Tell you what you're looking at. Let's come back. Let's close Bob Dylan. Let's open a new window. Let's open that one. And cut Bob Dylan out. That was fast. Bob Dylan, there we go. Let's go back. Let's open this up. And let's do a new one. David Bowie. Yeah, why not? Copy. Open. Paste. David Bowie. Away it goes whilst it searches for Bowie. We'll add Bowie to this list. She had different coloured eyes, didn't she? Like a cat. Meow. I don't know why, but I always think of Jimmy Savile in this one. I don't know why. Widest in the hairline, high set ears, fake jawbone, no Adam's apple, no place to put Mama Spicy Meatball, very short clavicles, look. Soft, sloping clavicles. Of course, dressed like a drag queen, didn't it? All glammed up. a woman passing as a man. You don't think it's possible, do you? It looks like Ronan Keating a bit there. Is it Ronan Keating? I'm seeing one of the boy bands. You don't think a woman could pull it off. You've seen the blokes do it loads of times, right? The drag queens, but these drag kings, you just wouldn't think that it was a woman, would you? Until someone started to point it out to you. The small ears, the soft eyes, the arched eyebrows, the widow's peak, the deep philtrum, the lack of the square jaw look. No Adam's apple. No, I won't be quiet. You see, these Satanists don't walk around holding up the Baphomets in front of your face or doing the Babylon sign. They don't walk around doing this in real life. It's just for these photos. Bring on the clowns. Because that's what it is. She's clowning, right, as a boy. It's exactly what she's doing. She's clowning as a boy. The makeup and the haircut. Of course, they removed David's breasts, so it makes it more believable, right? If David had breasts, she wouldn't be passing as David. But because they removed the breast and can have topless pictures taken with a man with breasts, people don't notice. And yes, it reaches into pornography as well. I can't prove it's all the porn stars like I can with the celebrities. All the big ones, Stormy Daniels, all them big names, especially the American ones, definitely are flipped. But I've seen English celebrities. They're not celebrities, you see. They're not even big names. The lesser names look more like women, and the men too, the ones that don't become big household names. They don't marry footballers or nothing either. When you go look at the pictures, like I can go to Lucy Pinder, or well, let's do Leilani Daldin. Leilani Daldin. Bearing in mind, this was a typical page 3 girl from England. Melinda Messenger, another one. They're all dudes in disguise with big shoulders. But they get Getty Seals look. The ones I've looked at that look like women don't have Getty Seals. They don't have pictures of them like this at nightclubs with footballers and other celebrities. They don't have none of these pictures to go with them, which is why I think they do allow some real people into porn, but they don't allow them into the movies, that's for sure. It's the one place where you really can't stop it, right? Because people just make their own movies and stuff. They can't stop it. But they can also produce their own, which is what they do. Leilani Daldin is a big mouthpiece in England at the minute about all sorts. Look at that neck. Look at the chin to thigh ratio. Look at the big flat clavicles. It's a big triangle look. The face is not pushed downward. The brow bone is shining back at me, look. A short forehead, a wide set of eyes. All they've done is feminise that chin, trying to create an egg. But the widest part is still here, look. You can see it, look. This bit of the face, look, the cheekbone is wider than the top of the head. Houston, we have a problem. But this one was a page 3 girl. And it used to do all these pictures. And they passed it off as a woman. And young lads like me in England, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, jacked off to him. Look at this. What does that say? Miss what? It played for Miss Great Britain. Well, there's your answer. Look, where's your hips? To me now, it's just so simple. Where are your fucking hips, mate? That is not a woman. Look at the long, straight, male, thin leg. Not a chicken nom. It should be shaped like a chicken nom-nom leg. And it's not. It beyonds me. It is. It's all beyond me. But this is what they've done. They've taken boys and made them look like girls. Look, no hips. Massive long arm. Look at the meatball knuckles. I never noticed any of these things before. The long necks. I thought Leilani had a long neck. Look at this dude here. Look at that pit monster on the right. I don't know who that is. Unidentified friend. Well, it's a flip-flop. For a second there, I thought that was his ball sack hanging. It's not. It's the red carpet behind him. But I literally thought his ball sack had fallen out. This is what they've done. It looks like Stacey Solomon. Again, won the X Factor. You can't win. We can't win the X Factor because we're not flip-flops. Stacey Solomon. Sol means sun. The sun. Son of man. Stacey, son of man. In your face. And that's what I'm seeing. He's got the same massive head like Leilani Dowding. It's almost the same features because I'm looking at the same male skull. Not exactly the same male skull because everyone's individual, but you're either one or the other. You're either a boy or a girl. And the reason that Leilani looks like Stacey Solomon, is because they're both dudes. Look at those teeth. Look at the neck. Massive square head. It's not an egghead. When you look at the girlfriend, Joe Schwash, which one of them's got a smaller face? Look at the shoulders on Stacey Solomon. But she's had the baby. I've seen pregnancy pictures of her having a baby. You're asking, and the next question would be, who had all them kids then? Who do you think? The wrinkly, sharp-A, foreheaded, jaw-lacking bitch over here with a childbearing hips. That's who had all the babies. Men can't have babies, so they wear moon bumps. The only way to get them pregnant is to use the FTM. Right, I've got to clarify this for all the new people. Stacey has still got a penis. Joe has still got a vagina. Stacey can still get Joe pregnant. Even though Joe's got no boobs and Stacey's added boobs, Stacey's still got the balls and penis that go into that vagina and create babies. How do they have children? The same way we do. Apart from everything looks backwards. It's fucked up. It really is. Stacey Solomon, son of man. Is that him in a bikini look? And you're there again, lacking female hips. I don't know what that is. I can't even imagine that. It looks like an Adonis belt there. But they're born to lie to us. They are born to lie to us. And then you want to ask, well, why? Why did they want to lie to us? Because Satan hates you. Because you're created in the image of God. These people are not created in the image of God. They're created in the image of Satan. The devil wears Prada, meaning the devil is a man in a dress. They can use surrogates, yeah. They can use brothers and sisters or people they don't even know. Yeah, they can. But I've seen so many pictures of pregnant celebrities. I still think they have their own children. I think they'd want to have their own children. You wouldn't want someone else to have your children unless you were going to die or something. So that makes, it makes more sense that way. If you don't see them getting fatter and all this, then that would be your excuse. That would be your reasoning, right? That they're using surrogates, and that's why they don't put any weight on the FTMs, because someone else has the baby. But for most of them, I think that they carry their own babies. Vin Diesel pregnant. Vin Diesel pregnant. There's a couple of them, isn't there? There's this one. I don't know if it was from the same time or different pregnancies. Right there. That is not a beer belly. That is a female to male pregnant with a baby. Smoking as well. And there she is again. Puffed outwards, having a baby. And what looks like a giant Cuban cigar. Again, the discernment is up to you to decide what you're seeing. I'm telling you what I see, and many people agree with me that this is a pregnant woman. If you don't believe me, we do the skull check. Look, tell me, is that shaped like an egg / Tic Tac, or is it shaped like a block / cannonball? Because it's got a long face, it's got open eye sockets, close set eyes. Draw a line down and across. It's female, high set ears, absolutely no jawbone. I don't know how many times I have to show you what a real male jawbone looks like, but here's mine. Square jaw look, shadow casting, square jaw, look at it. Absolute blockhead. And we go back to Vin Diesel, and you're absolutely missing a jawbone because this is subcutaneous laser fat because it's a woman. There were a few pictures of her pregnant. Right here. You can tell me that she's method acting or she's put it on for a film or whatever. But that's a pregnant woman. Look how high up this belly button is. Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Go on. Jack Black, pregnant. Is it Jack Black? It is. There's a few that I can remember that I've seen where you see that they're pregnant. There. Absolutely taking the piss, look, with Angelina Jolie. There is no way on this earth that Mangelina Jolie there's no way that this person can have a baby because it's a man. But there's Jack Black pushing out his pregnant baby because she's a woman. Jack's the woman. Angela's the man. How can I tell from this shoulder to this elbow? Look how short that upper arm is. That upper arm is designed to breastfeed a child against the mother's bosom. Women have shorter arms for this purpose. Men, look, shoulder to elbow. Look how much, it's twice the size of Jack Black's upper arm. And that's all you have to go on. You don't need to do all that other stuff. The arms alone tell you there's a problem. The people lie, the skeletons don't. And we use a number of markers to identify these people. I wouldn't just use the arm marker alone, but I already know that these two are flipped. So I know, without a shadow of a doubt, I can use this arm marker right now as a 100% pass rate because I've studied the human arm. Men have long, thick bones with square shoulders. Women have soft, short bones with rounded look, sloping shoulders in comparison to the square horizontal one there. We can do this all over the body. I can use many different markers to identify you. But the primary marker in forensics are the gaits. And then a close second are the skulls. Because if you don't have the gaits, if you can't prove that Miss Great Britain is actually Mr. Great Britain, then you don't have a case in court. And this is what I've said to you all along. If it don't stand in the courtroom, it's not forensics. It's not facts. There are facts in the Bible that I can't get my head around. Mark Twain said it best. It's not the parts that I don't understand. It's the parts that I do understand that annoy me, that scare me, that make me think. And I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. Anybody who wants to try and tell me that the whole word of God is written by the Queen James and all of her flip-floppy friends, you got no chance. My Heavenly Father did not want little virgin girls to be taken for yourselves. My Heavenly Father didn't want jewellery and gold. It's what the fallen taught us. They added all this stuff to it, that God lives in palaces of gold and emeralds and onyx and jasper. What the fuck is jasper? I've never heard of it. To me, that's a wasp. A jasper is a wasp. It means nothing to me. It's a jeweler speaking. Be good to your master if you're a slave. That's a slaver speaking. If you're out of money, use a usury. Go to a banker. That's a banker speaking. None of this belongs in the Holy Bible, or any scripture for that matters. But they added their 2 penneth. Let it be known that their £2 of flesh has been added into that book. I don't care what anyone says. I've got discernment. You want me to believe that my Heavenly Father allows you to be a paedophile and take virgin girls for yourself? Get to Satan talking yet again. Only Satan does this stuff to children, not God. Satan gives out all the diseases in the world, not God. God didn't create any of it. Man did. Man through greed. Greedy men. Not men like me and you, and women like you and me mother. We're talking about greedy, horrible men that didn't even look like men. They looked like women. All the kings and all the king's horses and all the king's men, the kingsmen, they're all flipped. They turned this world into the hellhole that it is. It's still a beautiful place, don't get me wrong. It's still full of love and it's still full of people that are kind and caring. The essence of God has not left this place. The Spirit of Christ still dwells within all of us to be kind. I'm sure in their own lifetimes, these people are kind to their own kind, I guess. Not to us, but kind to their own families and stuff. Just the way we're kind to ours. The only difference is they think that the demigods, that's the problem, that they're above us, and that's why they live a false lie where they have these big houses and pretend they've paid for a mortgage and paid bills, gas, electric, water and food. We had this conversation the other night. There is no money for these people. They just have these platinum bank cards or whatever that they can spend whatever they want on it. There is no money. They might say that they get 4.8 million a year or whatever it is, but it isn't. There's just no bills for them. It's bollocks. Oh, that life is for you and I, the slave ship life where you pay for everything. Theirs is all free. Everything. Fuel, food, water. I love you, you pay my rent. Pet Shop Boys, they tell you in the songs. And again, I'll tell you a million times, I could not put that smile on my face because size of that hand. I could not put that smile on my face knowing I was deceiving good people. Not only about shapes of the earth, but you being a woman. Just the same as Amanda sucking my neck when I was 14. There's no difference. You did the dirty on all of us, natural men. And it's not just Leilani Dowding. It's countless numbers of these page 3 girls that I've discovered are men. A few here and there, again, not the ones that become famous like Leilani and Lucy Pinder. The lesser ones that don't get Getty images and stuff, they look like normal people to me. But these ones, it's instantaneous. When I was younger, it's like Linda Lusardi, right? That's what I'm seeing there, Linda Lusardi. Linda Lusardi, even I thought she was, even I thought he was gorgeous. when I was growing up. Linda, Lord forgive me for I have sinned. There you go. Look at that straight body. Look at it properly, fellas. Look at the Adonis belt here, look. It's not a female hip. Why is he widest above the crotch? I couldn't see any of this before. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But that is so obviously a man to me now. Look, rib removed. It's so... Look at his Adam's apple. It's so obvious it's a man to me now. But back when I was 16 years old and full of hormones, I knew no better. And it's still happening to this day. There are young men falling for these drag queens all over the world. Is that the husband? The wife? Look at the rounded eye sockets, close set look. Dial M for Masons. Not here though. Male cheekbones. Big, huge cheekbones look. No cheekbones. High set ears. No jawbone look. All jawbone and chin. But Linda Lusardi was one of the biggest names in page 3 glamour and then went on to television. Who is that? Don't tell me that's his dad. Modelling icon discovers her late mother's amazing secret. Death, age 90. Is that a mother? It's got to be a father, hasn't it? He's got quite a forearm on it, and daddy. So, son and father. Is that Linda Lusardi's daughter? Son, be his son. Both got big teeth, look. A place to put Mama's spicy meatball. Still fooling people to this day, right? Linda Lusardi, look. He looks like, who was that? The one from Italy with the big boobs that fell out on Top of the Pops. Reminds me of him as well. But that's a man in spandex with fake boobs and long hair and makeup and jewellery. This is why God didn't want makeup and jewellery and all this thing, because all these trinkets make you believe it's a woman, right? I don't wear any jewellery. I don't even wear a watch. But you associate trinkets and bracelets and rings and earrings and necklaces all with women, right? So it's part of the female attire. But he's a massive blockhead with an Adam's apple. But he fooled all the men of my generation in England. Fooled us all. Not one bloke ever said to me, Linda Lusardi's a dude. But now when I tell blokes my age, Sam Fox is a dude, Linda Lusardi's a dude, they're like, shut up. I'm telling you. We jacked off to him. We had no idea that we were looking at men in women's underwear. And they go on to do Panto, look. This whole stage show, the whole thing, your whole life is Panto. That's where this comes from, right? Greece. Men were the only ones that were allowed to act. Women were second rate. So men dressed up as women to play the women's parts on stage. And then they took that idea and they rolled with it. They say that this happened, I don't know, 2,000 years before Jesus. But it's got to be going on before that, because all of the pharaohs are flip-flops, which is 1,000 and a half years before the 2,000 on Christ. So it might have even been from day one that Eve was fooled by the devil in a dress. I've got no idea. I'm going to find out. We're all going to find out. But this fantasy, this fairy tale princess bollocks. You've got a fairy godmother and all of this, the tooth fairy, Santa. They give you it all to stop you from thanking God for everything he gave you. These people thank Satan, not God. They thank Satan for the gifts, the cars, the fame, the fortune. But it's all false. None of it's real, and they know it. That must be still the greatest kick in the face for all of them, right? That it's all fake, none of it's real. If people knew the truth, you wouldn't be famous, you wouldn't be the fairy tale princess, you certainly wouldn't be playing Cinderella. If the people knew the truth, they'd want a real girl up there playing a real princess. And this goes right through the shop, doesn't it? Right through the smorgasbord of jobs and sports and politics and kings and queens. Look at them shoulders. Look at those flat, bony clavicles. He's got massive ears. Linda Lusardi. You know what? I should have done Linda Lusardi, shouldn't I? Oh my gosh, is that Linda Lusardi? Woo! Is that a real picture? That's a real Somebody tell me what that is. Unless it's Tenor Lady Day and Linda's experiencing a menstrual cycle, which a man cannot experience. Tell me what that shadow casting bulge is in Linda's underwear there. Dive! Woo! Yeah, it's a torpedo. There's a torpedo in the water, Captain. I'll take that picture, Linda. You see, all those pictures that I've jacked off to, not once did I see Linda's sausage like that. But then they were prepared for all of this, right? When they took these pictures, they were tucked properly and they were, they knew what they were doing to men, making them lust after other men. There you go. They passed. They absolutely passed. Even with a flat back, look how flat that spine is. They passed. Nobody noticed. I'll tell you now, if Linda, back in the 80s, if Linda Lusardi met you in a pub drunk and she said, let's go home, all them men would have just instantly ran off with him without knowing. Drunk, of course. That's the bit that bothers me. That these secret flip-flops, like Amanda, who gave me a love bite, what else has happened to me? Right? For most people, you're going to have jacked off to these monsters, these abominations, just like I did. You didn't get close to them. I had one of these suck on my neck, Frankenstein, like this. It looked like a woman to me back then. Now it doesn't. It's quite obviously a dude to me now. Such a wide face and big rubbery lips. But back then it looked like a girl. If Amanda can get close enough to pin a bite on my neck, what else has happened to me? That's the question. In my life. Linda Lusardi and his son, he is massive. We just go to walking for Linda Lusardi, walking. And there you go. It's a dude. For all you guys out there at my age who can't believe what I'm saying, there it is. It's a man look, straight legs, space between his feet. Another one. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. It's a man. There's no getting around it once you can see him. Even if you can't understand the face that I've just explained to you, those gaits destroy you. Bearing in mind that he has gone to finishing school. They have told him to walk one foot in front of the other to give the illusion of a woman. But he gives it away because he goes back to the male gait. And the only reason that you get the space between the feet is because there's a pair of testicles in there. Linda Lusardi is a dude. Final answer. That's a flat back, isn't it? So this passed as a page 3 girl. Let me cut that one out, Linda Lusardi, real quick. This one passed as a page 3 girl for many years. Bless me. Linda Lusardi. Linda Lusardi. There you go. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Linda Lusardi. There we go. Is that the right way? Hang on, let me just look. Linda Lusardi. I missed the R. 1 second. Sardi. S-A-R. Linda Lusardi. Create. Is a man. So all you guys out there that thought that this was a girl all your life, like I did, you're going to be sorely shocked unless you research this subject for yourself. This is a woman right here. She gave birth to that man. I know you think that's a woman, but that's the woman. She's got the childbearing hips. She gave birth to that baby because that man there impregnated her with the penis that we've just seen. Thank you, Lynn. In his underwear. Linda Lusardi is a man look, proven by the way he walks. But there you go, Linda Lusardi. So back to Leilani Dowding, the same problem. The minute I put walking in there, look, we get a Leilani Dowding gate. Where are we? Is that one? Yeah, it's not a good one. That one is though. Look at the shoulder tilt, look at the hip twist, look at the full mince, look at the arms akimbo, then look at the straight-legged soldier on the right. Leilani Dowding, again, same ballpark as Linda Lusardi. It's a glamour model that's now a political voice in England somehow. Don't ask me how. It's speaking out about a lot of things. But it's a fake speak out, you understand? It's not the voice of the people. It's not my voice. There's no truth in these people. They tell you the truth, but they still lie at the same time, so there's no truth in them. Oh my gosh, that one won Big Brother. Kate, what's his name? He won Big Brother. I don't know who that fella is there with a big hand, but drag queens, look. Reminds me of Amanda a bit. Not quite the same wide face, but there's Leilani with that massive Frankenstein thing again. Friend Anita. Yeah. But there it is. Remember, God told you that they will wink their eyes and stick out their tongues. Right there. It's a dude in disguise. And it kind of puts you in bad footing with God, doesn't it? Knowing that you've been lusting after the same gender when you're supposed to be straight. I think it's the one thing that really pisses him off. It's written about at the end of Revelations. And men shall not wear dresses, women shall not wear trousers, men will not sleep with men and women will not sleep with women. He states it quite clearly that it's not the natural way to do things. With us being grown-ass adults and in a free world, you can do whatever you want. And in the pursuit of your own happiness with someone else who wants to do that, fine. But I don't have a straight month where I celebrate everything that's good about being straight and natural. I don't even have a day for that where we celebrate natural people. But you get a whole month of pride. Well, pride comes before the fallen, right? Before the fall. That's what God also told you. I'm glad that God woke me up. I'm glad that I found Christ. I'm glad that I'm the only voice piece where I live. I am glad. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I don't. I know the truth. I know the difference in boys and girls just by looking at the distance in their eyes, the length of the clavicle, the length of a finger, the way they walk, the size of the smile. But when I get a gait like that, straight legs, knees together, space between the big wide feet, we're done. There are women all over the world that have got food issues, bulimia, anorexia, because they can't understand why their bodies don't look like this, even when they starve themselves to death. They can't get this body, and it's because they're looking at male hips and broad shoulders. They're not looking at the pear-shaped girl that they are. If they were, they wouldn't have this this shape confusion. And in a way, it's affected all of us, right? This has affected all of us. We're not just talking about the girls that have got body issues because of these men. This has affected all of us. I've been jacking off to this creature. Yes, they took our beauty. Well, they haven't taken it, Southern. They can't take it. They're just using it. Again, it's like the man masquerading as a woman. That's Satan masquerading as God, as the rainbow sign. God left Noah the rainbow sign as a covenant to us that he would never flood the earth and do what he did before. This time he's going to burn the place to the ground. We get a new heaven and a new earth. One that's probably not adorned with jasper and emerald and onyx and all these shitey stones that jewelers use. Means nothing. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Not your money, not your precious stones, not your Bentleys and your Bugattis and your 50-bedroomed houses. I don't give a flying monkeys for none of it. I just want to go home to my Heavenly Father. I'm sick of this place, I really am. I'm sick of what they've done to everyone. I'm sick of how the education system has made people so stupid that they don't even care if the world is flat. They don't even care if God exists. They don't care that they're sinning. They don't care that they're doing this to children. That when Leilani was born, he was probably born Lionel or something like that, and they changed him into this. And he's had to live his whole life like this, regardless of whether he wants to or not, because this is forced upon them by Satan from birth. It's not the same as a normal person that wants to go and do this to themselves. And I still feel sorry for them too. You see, that's the difference. A real human, I can't have empathy, but I have sympathy for what's happened to you. I'm on the other end of this stick. I'm a natural guy that's been influenced by your sickness, your twisted, perverted minds. And on the offshoot that you made me dumb enough, I'd copy and repeat what you've done, whether it be a serial killing or doing this to myself. I'm lucky I didn't do any of these things. And you didn't make me gay either. You did subliminally. But in real life, you never made me gay. I've never looked at a bloke and thought, I want to kiss you. Not once. Not once in 52 years of my living have I looked at a bloke and thought, you're sexy, I'll kiss you. Not once. Because the imbalance that is given to people, I can only imagine that it's a mental thing. They could be adding it chemically to people and they're making the frogs gay! They could make people gay using these chemicals. What's it called? Ambrofolone or whatever it's called. I don't know. They could be doing that. I absolutely agree. But there's no proof for it. There's no proof for what Alex Jones says. But I can prove to you Leilani's a man just by that one picture right there. I can prove to you that Leilani Dowding is a man. And it works in a courtroom. Pictures are admissible. You only have to get this person to walk up some stairs and down some stairs in a courtroom and it's game over. You only have to get an x-ray machine in court, don't you? Scan them and you'll see that there's no womb. There's no womb. You're missing a womb, mate, and you've got a tucked penis up your ass. You've stuffed your balls and your penis up your ass. Can you imagine that X-ray machine in court? No, I'm a lady. Right, get the X-ray machine. And then they bring in the X-ray machine and you can see the penis is literally tucked up the arse and the two balls are pushed inside themselves. There's no escaping God's truth. Jesus said, ye shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. And it does, it truly does. I can only imagine that day that Satan minced, and I know he did. He went mincing into the royal courtyard in heaven and went, Father, I'm free. And God looked down at him in a dress with boobs and went, yes, you are, free of heaven. Get the out of here. I'm still in two minds why God left that son of a bitch down here with all of us, Adam and Eve. Why would you put that cross-dressing mental health patient in the Garden of Eden with us? It's a question I have got for God when I meet him. Why did you do that, God? Why would you let this happen? Or did you expect my forefather and mother, Adam and Eve, not to be tempted? Is that what you trusted in? That the free will, that they wouldn't do that, but they still did. And you loved them anyway. It was the same way you loved me. For the mistakes that I've made. For the apples that I've bitten into. Without knowing. Like this one. I just don't understand that bit. But the Bible does say that not all answers you're going to get in living. Some you're going to have to wait for. Some are beyond your comprehension. The proud waves of my ego are stowed only by God's mercy. He trusts someone got the riddle. Yeah, I understand that, I need. And we did, right? We got the riddle. Riddle me this and riddle me that. Leilani Dowding does not have a twat. I am sorry, Father, for all the mistakes that I have made in my life and for any future mistakes and sins that I commit in the future without knowing that I should believe one of their lies. Forgive me. I've got rid of most of them. I don't believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe in space. I don't believe in meteors and asteroids. I don't believe in Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and UFOs. I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe that the medical system does any good for anyone. I don't believe the education system does any good for anyone. And certainly the politicians certainly don't do any good for any of us. Otherwise the world would be a better place. And people wouldn't be so desperate, would they? That's what the devil causes. He causes desperation in good people. Jesus restores that. He salvages you, you know. For all the wrongdoings you've done in your life, you can be forgiven because you didn't know. But the moment you know, like you and I do, it's a different beat, isn't it? It's a different song. We're on a different page. To all the people that we love and think we're crazy, we're on a different page, a different book to them. And hopefully one day they will get that book. They will turn to that page that we're on. One day they might come and say sorry before it's too late. But I'm not sorry for anything that I've said and done in the last 12 years in the name of God, that the truth shall set you free. I am not sorry for anything I've done or said. Because you betrayed my trust. The people that run this world I'm talking to, you betrayed my trust as a young boy. I trusted that you'd give me an education, that you'd give me a sense and sensibility, that you'd make me see the world. Well, in a way you have, because you've released this information and I've seen it. But it's Jesus that gives you the rewards in heaven. Satan rewards you in this life. Jesus does not reward you in this life. He rewards you in the next. Satan hates you. Satan hates children. He doesn't want children. That's why there are abortion clinics. It's depopulation. And the biggest one that we've just been through, and I know a lot of people, we've lost a lot of people and friends that you know. You tried. You tried your best. You tried to tell them it was a scam. You tried to tell them that it was not. It was nothing more than a serum, an experimental serum. But they did not listen. They did not know how. Vincent, these people don't have any of these serums. Understand this. When they're born, they don't get any of this crap put in them. It's just us, the normal people. And we can't put two and two together. Where sudden infant death syndrome comes from, SIDS. 3 days earlier, you pumped in 600 milligrams of mercury, 1400 milligrams of aluminium into your newborn child. If I knew what was in those needles, I would never have let them near a ratio. They would have never got near my son. I would have fought them tooth and nail. I'd have gone to prison for him. I would. When I was born, I had 3 MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, in the 70s. I didn't need anything else. But now, when Horatio was born, 2006, there was 24 different things. I had 3 MMR, measles, mumps, rubella. He had 24 different things, or 21 plus the MMR. Now it's up to 70 something the day they're born. And yet God made them so strong that most of us can still fight it and defend against it. But for the ones that they get through to, they ruin families. They ruin whole families. When they create an autistic child or Downs, whatever it is. I know that God does not create these diseases. He never created them. It's Satan's work. It's not God's. What man will do for money, and Satan controls money and invented money, what does that tell you? I've said it loads of times, Anna Sousa, I do not consent. On behalf of the world, we do not consent. In God's name, you are a bunch of unholy, lying, deceiving scoundrels. But just like with natural people, there are good and bad people in natural people, right? And if any one of you wants to tell me the answer's no, you fucking lying shits. Excuse me language, but it's the way it is. There are good and bad people of all types of colours around the world. So to tell me that all of these people are the evil synagogue of Satan, sometimes I can't accept that. I accept that the top ones are, the ones that do it to them, I accept they are. They do all the rituals and the bloodletting and that, if it's true. But they are evil because they did this to these children. Whether these children are still evil, well, God's going to decide, isn't he? Because God's everywhere all at once. Every one of us is going to be accountable to God. Every single last one of us. I don't know what God's going to say about you flip-flopping your children. For all I care, that's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. Knowing you was born male, pretending to be female, it's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. Because you are a Holy Spirit. God created you. You are a spirit in a living body, created in his image. You should be a Holy Spirit. But you don't recognize it. You don't even recognize your spirit or your soul. Most people don't. Because they're so wrapped up in the world, they're made everybody's so money reliant and money wanting, greed, one of the 7 deadly sins, made everybody greedy, even the naturals. No, I say everybody, not every natural's greedy. Most are though, right? Most would stiff you in an heartbeat. They'd rob you if they could. The world wasn't meant to be this way. It was never meant to have children like this in it. Satan secretly took over the world and did this to children from generation to generation. We're talking intergenerational. We're talking hundreds, if not thousands of years of this. That it's been going on. And it's coming to an end. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Whatever the future holds, it's not this. It's not money. Mankind will learn his mistake to allow a piece of paper to control every single human person down here. Every living soul is controlled by a piece of paper, a promissory note, nothing more than a promise from Satan that you'll get paid for doing this for him. All we have to do is work for free. If we just work for free, everybody will have everything. They'll have food, they'll have clothes, they'll have a car, they'll have an house. You go on holidays, you see the world. You're not going to space because it doesn't exist, but there you go. But instead, the jet set elite do all of this. They travel the world. They do all the things that none of us get to do. I mean, I don't want to climb Mount Everest. I don't want to go hang gliding over the Riviera of Brazil. I don't want to do any of those things. But there are people out there who would love to do it and can't. Simply because they don't have any money. They were born in the wrong country. They were born in the wrong town or city or to the wrong family. That's unfair. Everybody is allowed an equal right to happiness, a pursuit of happiness and freedom in this world. And yet we just go with the flow, don't we? We don't stand up for ourselves. Like, in the past, there's no way they could have got away with what they do. So there had to be some wipeout, flat earth reset, whatever you want to call it. I call it the flood. And then they started again after the flood and slowly took over the world over the last 4,500 years. Was it 5,500? No, it's 4,500 years from the flood. The oldest the oldest plant in the world is 4,500 years old, which puts you right in God's heavenly flood. That the oldest plant that grew there after the flood is this fern. It was the first thing to grow. Before all the trees and all the grasses, this fern grew everywhere. God's ultimate design, the way he created it. They don't have God's will. I agree, they don't, Anna. But there's a chance, Anna, that some of them want God to win and not Satan. There's a chance. Most of them won't. Most of them. Look, the way I look at it is this way, Anna. Through Flat Earth, I met a few nice people. I did. But most of them were rotten, lying, dirty flip-flops. With no other agenda other than to stall me and belittle me when I found out the truth. They hated Jesus. They kidnapped Raish off me. I hope that God forgives them, I really do.
But if he doesn't, so be it. You had free will. You could have worked for God or you could have worked for Satan, and you chose Satan. The lesser of the two deities in this world, if you consider the devil to be a deity. Even by Satan's own words, he loses. Because God is the almighty power. God is the ultimate creator of all things. And God is the truth, yes. God is truly the truth. I'm in love with the truth. I'm in love with God. The idea of God and the beauty of the world that he created for us all to live in. I know it's been ruined, I get it. But I can still get up in the morning and look at the sky and think, Father, you are the greatest painter in the world. I look at the reds and the yellows and the oranges and the way the clouds have vortexed and spiraled and created the shapes in front of me. And then I look at the green pastures and the dew coming up from the grass and the fog rising up off. It's just amazing. Nature and the world itself is still amazing when you acknowledge it and who created it. But for most people, they don't have time to acknowledge any of these things. They just hate the place and they hate God. Most of them hate God. And for these people, I guess they do hate God because they know that he's going to punish them for what they've done to all the natural people, for telling lies to the public. How many lies have we uncovered over the last, I don't know, 12 years? I've been doing this 12 years. How many lies have you uncovered? How many liars in your own friends and circle have you discovered that didn't like you, that have a lot of hate for you? All because you said the world's not spinning, all because you said water's level, or the dinosaurs don't exist, that scam vids are hoax, and all of this. They hated on you for it. But just remember, they hated him first. Because he was the original truth spitter. Long before any of us got here to tell the truth, he spat it and said it as it was. I'm glad it happened. I really am. I'm glad that I'm awake to this lie. I'm glad that I can see that Leilani Dowding is a man. And if you can't see that he's a man, then you've got to research and study and practice until you can do this for yourself. Because there are other teachers out there that'll tell you, this is a real woman. Who did it earlier on Twitter? Where is it? It was, oh no, it wasn't Twitter, was it? It was on YouTube. Where are we? Our Q angle is different and men's, our hips are wider. Yes, exactly, Susan. That's exactly why. Because of your childbearing hips. Oh, there you go. Poopy commented bullshit. So let's have a quick look. Who are you saying this about? Aaron Paul, 2 first names. Alright, I think we can go with Aaron Paul. Let's cut that. So you're telling me, as a student of forensics, that's a male skull? Is that what you're telling us all, poopy? That's a man with a 5 head and close set pretty eyes, high set ears, pink lips, no jawline, no Adam's apple. Just on that face alone. You're telling me close set eyes versus far apart eyes, 5 head versus 4 head, small mouth, small dentures versus big mouth, big dentures. That's bullshit. That's what you're telling me. And even when I get to the gates, you must have watched the whole video, right? Right there, mincing. It's bullshit, is it? Jesus told me I'd know you by your fruits. Hey, poopy. It's in your name, I guess. You're talking poopy. I came here to tell the truth, to expose the wicked, the liars and the deceivers. I'm not bothered about lower down people in the chat, and I'm not bothered. I'm bothered about these people. I can prove to people that this is going on using celebrity pictures. It's so simple. Once you see that female gate, it's game over, no matter what you think about someone's face. But I absolutely love the fact that I can tell. I don't care anymore whether you can tell or not. I've taught you how to do it. You should be able to tell for yourself. You should be able to just look at that one picture there and know it's a woman. You don't need the skull. You don't need the gait. I mean, the clavicle, the finger ratio. You don't need any of these things. All you need is a gait. All you need is a decent face picture. Mincing every single picture. But it's a joke that you think this is bullshit. It must be. Either that or you're thick as pig shit. You gotta be one of the other, right, poopy. You're either a shill or you're thick as pig shit. Because anybody with an ounce of sense can see that that's a woman's face, squashed downward. Wide forehead, 5 head. Men's faces spread across the skull, giving them a 4 head. Women's faces are pushed downwards look, giving them a 5 head, a squashy face. And right there, no, sorry. Oh, we're still on David Bowie, my bad. Where's that gone? Oh yeah, it was there, wasn't it? In here. Oh, my bad. Right there is your female skull. Small dentures, high set ears, close set eyes, 5 head, widest than the hairline. Squashy face. Absolute tiny, squashy face with a big 5 head. Not every single FTM looks like that, but lots of them do. And for all of the ones that look like this, I'll tell you now, if I bump into you in real life...
Hear me! That's all
No,
over.
not Hercules.
You shall not pass!
You shall not pass. It's that simple. You shall not pass. You squashy-faced, 5-headed, soft-eyed, straight-legged, MTF, FTM motherfuckers. You will not pass. Because that's what all this is about. It's about passing. And they do. To the general public, they pass. But slowly but surely, the information that they're releasing, because this is a rollout, is going to hit the masses. It is. But it's going to be a slow release. I was told Flat Earth will take 20 years to get out. I'm 12 years in. Eight more years and Flat Earth will be a normal thing. I told you, at that time when it was this summer, I was outside someone's house and 2 blokes were trying to take the piss. And there was a woman walking by. Well, a young girl. She wasn't a woman. She would have been about, I don't know, 18, 19. She was a young girl. And they went to her, hey, what shape is the earth? And I looked at her thinking she's going to say ball. And she looked at them both and went flat, smiled at me and just kept walking. And I was in shock because I really thought she was going to say ball. 10 years before this, she would have said ball. But it's taken this long for so many people to understand that the earth's flat. And like Lou, she thinks it's the biggest lie of all. It's not. This is the biggest lie of all. I used to think flat earth was the biggest lie of all and it'd bring you to God. But it doesn't. Nothing brings you to God quicker than knowing that you were intelligently designed. Male and female created them. And not only was you intelligently designed, you was designed in the image of God. Created in the image of himself. That's why Satan hates you, because he's not created that way. He made the earth for us, not for Satan. He gave us dominion over the earth and everything in it. But these people pull off these, what can only be described as bullshit psyops on all of us, and create pandemics and pandemonium and just basically pan pipes everywhere, isn't it? It's pan. It's all pan. Pandora's box. But we've said it before and we'll say it again. You're not awake until you realise that this is going on. You don't even know anything about Earth if all you can talk about is the anal lemma or the curvature of the Earth or whatever it is. You're still stuck where they want you. Until you've found this secret out, you don't know any secrets because you're listening to the same people, the same liars. They want to distract you. They don't want you to learn it quickly. They want you to learn it very slowly. Whereas I'm the opposite. I don't want you to learn it slowly. I want you to know it quickly. So I designed plenty of pictures and plenty of videos to teach people how to do this. And now, as a fully fledged forensic student, you should be able to see there are no hips. Why is he pointing down with one finger? It's a Masonic pose saying he's got a penis. Still got a penis. He's got no hips. He's got no boobs. He's got square shoulders. He's got wide eyes. He's got a short forehead. Leilani Dowding is a man proven by the way he walks. We're not on Leilani though. We went off on a tangent. We're doing David Bowie. All that from a set of clavicles. All that from a set of clavicles. Back to David. Are you in my back file, David? Yes, she is. David Bowie walking. For all the people that are watching this David Bowie video, I'm sorry, I went on a rant. We'll start with the flamingo feet. The broken leg, that's not a very good one. What is that? Oh, that's where they've got the wrong clothes on in it. Where they go for a walk. David Bowie, look at those chicken nom-nom thighs. Stair fail. Right there, game over. Is that real? Descent print. I don't know if that's real or not. It's giving him a female gait, even if it's not. AI again. Because it's copying the real thing. David Bowie walking from Flamingo. That's a nice inliner. Is that real? That doesn't look real. David Bowie print collection. I guess it is. On the print collections. He was the best dressed glam rock whatever. Why is that CGI mincing? Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Why is David Bowie mincing in that CGI picture? Because they're taking it from real life. That's why. Where are your gates, David Bowie? Where was that mince on that CGI come from if it didn't come from real life? Bink. Bowie on the right, female Bigfoot. That's a nice one. There, David Bowie in full mince from Flamingo. Look at those tiny shoes on that little bitch there. Little FTM. Oh wow, pictures. Oh well. Let me come back there. Let me open this here. Let me open that one there. And David Bowie. I've got a few of them. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, that's alright. Where are all these gates? None of these gates were showing, look. Or that one. Didn't find any of those gates. AI starting to tidy up the gates, I'm telling you. David Bowie post. How long is this one? Oh my gosh, let's see how far I've got to go back. That picture of Leilani Dowding stayed on there forever. Leilani Dowding. Oh my gosh, that was a long one. There it is, David Bowie. Let's go back a little bit. There we go. David Bowie. 1 hour, 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I was ranting. David Bowie. There you go. David Bowie. Bowie. I don't know how you say it. I don't really care. We're done. What time is it? I've been going 2 hours, 50 minutes. That'll do. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday Night Live. We're on bands. Join me tomorrow for more fun and mischief. We'll be doing Led Zeppelin and then Bruce Springsteen. Until next time, God loves you. He truly does. He wants you to know that you were born into an inside out dog nose, inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy. Well, good night, God bless, and goodbye. Sweet dreams to all you natural skull checkers and forensic students around the world. Sweet dreams, Anna Souza. We'll see you tomorrow, me little sardine. We're gone. Bye.